Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, December 30th, 2022, after 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a reverse aging health call tonight with some special guests. Jim Barnett, one of the owners of New Extracts, High Hercules, and the doctor who formulated and created iAccelerate to go into an understanding and education for everyone exactly what the impact it has on the body naturally and what it does across the board. So I feel that education is very important to people who are looking at that to bring in a protocol for themselves, head to toe. This world is a looking glass. It gives back to every man a true reflection of his own thoughts. Rule your mind or it will rule you. Rule your mind or it will rule you. Buddha. And not every day is filled with unending joy, love, and bliss. We are here to experience life in a multitude of ways. Have you ever gotten up in the morning feeling, and I know none of us are exempt from this one, feeling unmotivated to do anything and don't know why? Have you ever done that? You ever woke up in the morning and go, I'm just going to lay here and do nothing? If you ever find yourself not wanting to leap out of bed and pounce on the gorgeous day ahead of you, then I've got something you might want to take in. It will help you see that every day is a gift which we just have to unwrap. We've come up with 12 reasons why every one of us are awesome. And it is an invitation for you to open yourself up to enjoy this amazing gift of life that we've been given. Now, you can meditate on one of these 12 reasons why you are awesome. And this would help you shift your consciousness in a more enlightening direction. Become more innocent, less knowledgeable, and more childlike. Take life as fun, because that's precisely what it is. Okay. And the first one, we are a highly intelligent, super precious human being. Now, you wouldn't be here right now if you weren't a smart and conscious being who cares about yourself. You would not be in this meditation. This is beautiful. It's wonderful that we take the time to improve ourselves and grow in a positive new dimension. We care about ourselves. This is an awesome quality to have. Deep down, we know this is true. So receive this information deeply and breathe it into your bodies right now. And the second, all of us have a miraculous body with amazing senses. Our bodies are our gateway to the divine. We have 6 senses, always guiding us, tempting us, pleasing us, giving us a truly sensual experience of this life. Our bodies are the only vehicle we have for accessing an intimate connection with the divine through the physical world. We are always experiencing some sensations through our physical bodies, even if it's feeling numb inside. We have the ability to truly see this life, smell this life, touch this life, taste this life, and hear what is happening. We can listen to what's going on inside our minds and noises outside of our bodies. We also have a sixth sense, which is found by being quiet inside and deeply listening to our hearts. This is how we hear our soul's higher guidance, which is always showing us the best path to take, which will ultimately raise our vibration and consciousness. 3, we are intimately connected with a highly intelligent, conscious universe. We are intimately connected with a highly intelligent, conscious universe. This life is so divine, perfectly orchestrated, and deeply intelligent in the most outrageous ways. It could not have been designed any better by anything smarter. It's just not possible. It is a truly special opportunity that we get to have a body and mind and to experience what it's like to be a human being today. All around us is a field of intelligent, conscious energy that cannot be separated from us. Modern science has even proven it. In every quantum experiment, I call it experience, they've conducted, they witnessed how the atoms and particles that make up this universe, and actually every universe, are interacting consciously and intelligently. Consciously and intelligently. They have proven that every single thing in this infinite universe is connected with us, with you. No matter how far away the physical distance is, it is scientifically proven that our thoughts and emotions are atomic particles as well. And these are also deeply and intimately connected with all the atoms in this entire universe and beyond. 4, we have a creative mind that can imagine anything. We all have a creative mind that can imagine anything. We live in an infinite universe that has no boundaries. There is always another edge to go beyond and explore. There is no end to outer space, which means there is no end to inner space. This means anything is possible in our inner world. There are no real limits, only the ones we choose to believe to be true. We can experience anything we can imagine. We can experience anything we can imagine. We can travel to any destination in our inner world that we can dream of. Before you go to bed tonight, I invite you to explore something absolutely amazing. Hold the intention to have a lucid dream. A lucid dream means that you are commanding your subconscious mind to wake up during your dream at night. Hold the intention to have tonight, before you go to bed. Hold the intention to have a lucid dream. And a lucid dream means that you are commanding your subconscious mind to wake up during your dream at night, and that you are aware that you are dreaming. From this lucid space, you can do anything and everything that you can imagine instantly. It gives you the experience of what it's like to manifest anything you want immediately. Five, anything you can imagine is possible to manifest in the physical world. Anything you can imagine is possible to manifest in the physical world. Whatever you can dream of contains the mechanics and knowledge to create it in this world. Everything is possible. With enough time, love, desire, and creativity, you can achieve anything you can dream about. Every thought you dream as true on the inside soon becomes the truth on the outside. We are perpetually creating an outer reality that we perceive to be real in our inner world. Now, if and when we come up with a bunch of negative thoughts that say this or that is not possible and truly believe it cannot be done, well, then the universe will support you in forming that negative dimension of reality for you. Whatever you decide is so, is so. Whatever any of us decide is so, is so. This universe loves us so much that we get to choose in each moment what we want more of or less of. Just by our pure imaginations and convictions. Everything in our lives are how it is because, right? Everything in our lives is how it is because we decided it is so. Everything in our lives is how it is because we decided it is so. There's no outside force doing this to you. You're doing it for you. Every idea we accept, no matter how conscious or unconscious it is manifesting into what we see, feel, and experience as our reality. 6, we are super powerful manifesting machines. Our bodies, minds, and all the DNA in them are embedded with the natural born power to imagine, create, and attract anything that we desire. Whatever we repeatedly think about, focus on, and dwell upon with any emotion, we simply attract into our lives. And yes, all of us are that powerful. We are an amazing manifesting machine. We cannot stop manifesting. Even if we really tried. Our bodies and minds are super magnetic manifesting vehicles that are constantly pulling specific experiences, people, and things to us. It's all happening faster than any one of us can think, which is why it can be hard sometimes to see that you are behind the mind, creating it all. You are a truly magical being with tremendous power. You have access to the most amazing manifesting powers on this journey. And these are all accessed just by using your creative imagination. 7, you can experience a state, all of us can experience a state of orgasmic bliss anytime we wish. Our bodies are wild, free, sensually orgasmic vehicles. We can open up 1,000 orgasmic doorways and adventure into tremendous states of cosmic bliss any time that we wish. We simply start by saying yes to being a truly alive, sexual being every moment of our day. This means we are truly letting life in and allowing it to sensually touch us in the most intimate ways. When we open our hearts to feel the warm sun on our skin and the rain on our faces and allow any sensual tingles of electricity to shoot up your spine and awaken you to the core, we have instant access at any time to explore this highly enjoyable sexual being that we all are. This divine energy is always inside of us, always ready for us to enjoy it. 8, we have the ability to give love, feel loved, and be in love. We have the ability to give love, feel loved, and be in love. The love that we give to ourselves is so precious. Love is what makes life worth living. This is perhaps the greatest reason for being alive that any of us can think of. The experience of love is one of the most amazing, if not the only, reason for being here. We can give a gentle healing touch to a friend in need and allow ourselves to receive that same loving connection in our hearts as well. Of course, many of us have formed walls that protect us from getting hurt. Learning to trust love means we are choosing to soften and deepen inside ourselves, exploring the fullest expression of what it means to be a fully alive human being. We've been given our walls of protection, fear, abandonment, and defenselessness, so that we can remove them and let in a richer experience of trusting this life and letting love in. In each moment, we can let down our guard and relax. This allows us to explore the warmest, fuzzy, healing sensations that fill our hearts, minds, and souls to the brim. Take this sacred information deep into your hearts and souls. That this life, right? That the life and love you have been given are truly divine. 9, we are responsible for creating our entire reality. We are responsible for creating our entire reality. Nobody has more power than you at creating the future life experiences you'll soon be having. Nobody has more power than you or any of us at creating the future life experiences we'll soon be having. This all-intelligent universe would have it no other way. We are in charge of our lives. The creative genius behind the show. Whatever we choose to believe is the way things are in our relationship, which is generally how things will go. This universe wants to empower us so much that it is continuously giving us the responsibility to choose our reality. Whatever we decide, this universe will shapeshift its divine, all-intelligent energy around us to emulate the beliefs we hold our energy and attention on. Everything in our lives are manifested from the choices we make. Whatever we emotionally believe we are worth is what we will attract tomorrow and start magnetizing today. The sole job of this universe is to listen diligently to each creative impulse that we have. It hears us. It believes in us and is always magically manifesting our intentions as we create them, because we are not separate from it. And we get to learn some deep and powerful transformational lessons here on this earth. We are in a type of advanced life mastery school where our souls were sent here to develop, expand, and grow. We are here to increase our consciousness as quickly and deeply as we can with the time our bodies have got. Every experience that this universe offers us contains the exact ingredients we need to evolve our souls to the next level. The people in our lives today are the perfect ones that our souls have been waiting for. If and when we love them, we can let them push us deeper inside, into our innermost core, so that we discover this amazing, divine being we all truly are. 11. We can know every experience in this life is the right experience. We can know every experience in this life is the right experience. We know, all of us know, deep down, that whatever we're feeling and experiencing in this life, right now, is perfect. This universe never, ever makes a mistake. Even if we are drowning in debt, mentally agitated by this life, or feeling lost in deep emotional darkness, there is a higher reason behind our experience. This universe provides us with the manure we need to fertilize our souls so that we can reap the greatest harvest throughout our lifetimes. And once we can relax into ourselves, knowing that each experience is divinity in action, and God is ever present, we can feel the perfection that exists in everything, including ourselves. 12. Our higher self says that our future is bright and perfectly flawless. Our higher selves say that our future is bright and perfectly flawless. Now, if we stop to ask the higher self, they will tell us that our future is like a blank canvas where we get to paint anything we want on it. We can paint disappointment, joy, expectations, hopes, dreams, or anything in between. It's always our choice. Always has been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. We get to decide in each new moment of this life what our future will look like and feel like. And yes, we get to choose right now what will manifest for us tomorrow, whatever we desire to create. And if we want it strong enough, it can and will be ours. This universe will never judge us about what we want to create. It is the one supporting us and manifesting everything that we do. We cannot make any real mistakes along this journey because we have an infinite number of lifetimes to get it right. We cannot make any real mistakes along this journey. We have an infinite number of lifetimes to get it right. We are here to learn how to play and enjoy our lives, relax in our bodies, and create anything and everything our hearts dream of. When our belief is strong enough in what we want, and we feel truly unstoppable, then our dream will find its way into our lives at the most precious hour. Keep opening yourself up to your dream in life. You just might be amazed at just how powerful you are and all the many new, amazing things you didn't know about yourself and would have never imagined were possible. Know that the self is the rider, the body is the chariot. Know that the self is the rider and the body is the chariot, the intellect, the charioteer, and the mind is the reins. The senses say the wise are the horses, and the roads they travel are the mazes of desire. The enlightened call the self the enjoyer when it is united with the body, mind, and senses. Bhagavad Gita. It's time, truly so, in this very now moment, that I invite this civilization to take this time to stretch themselves far beyond their comfort zone. How do you do that? Take your journal. Write down at least 30 things that are awesome about you and your life. Prioritize the list, starting at the top, with the things that are awesome about you and your life. Open up a blank email that you'll later send to yourself. In the subject line, put the title, 30 Reasons Why Life is Awesome. Let yourself get truly honest with yourself. When you reach 30 reasons, send it to you through cyberspace. Someday, when you're not feeling so awesome about this life, you will magically find this email again. And after reading through it, you will remember the real truth about yourself. It's all about you. Always has been. Always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. This is your discovery. This life in these bodies afford us the opportunity to have a life that only our imaginations can create. And guess what? Your best friend ally that's always got your back is this universe. Always has had. Always will. Everything that we experience, we create before we experience it. Whether it's unconscious or conscious or subconscious. Everything. This planet is the way it is in this very now moment because of us. For generations, hundreds of thousands of years, we have created what we experience. We are creating what we are experiencing in this very now. You are all here in this guided meditation because you want to experience. So you create your experiences. There is no power outside of thee that they are not. You are the power. You always have been. You always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. There is no mystery to this. Inside that body and all of us is a God, omnipotently powerful, divine, that which never changes. Everything else changes, but not the God that we are. We are supreme reality. We create, we move energy into form. We create it into reality, and then we experience it. And there's many forms of energy. Energy takes on just everything that you can see or fathom is energy. Pure energy. And this all involves the journey within, the decision for each of us to say, it's time that I take the journey within. I'm very grateful for the outside journey that I've been on for so many lifetimes. And you know something? How do you know this? Go into your heart mind, right? And see what you feel with no expectations or attachments. Connect to the God that you are. And you'll be blown away in a very good way. Why do you believe, and you all know through your heart mind, through many lifetimes, that these lower frequencies, as the ego mind has done everything it can to keep us out of being inside, to keep us outside from being inside. It's not negative. It's not anything bad. It is a discovery for all of us. Some have discovered this in this very moment as we're all gathered in this meditation, all across this planet, and other planets, and other systems, and other galaxies, and other universes. So the discovery opens the door of our heart mind to enter the God that we are. Do you honestly believe that anything that's happening now on this planet would be happening in the event that we were all consciously aware of who and what we are? Not only that, but we truly embrace it, and we know that this universe is our ally. Always has been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. The universe has got this. It always has had it. So anything that you view, be mindful of. You're so powerful, you're going to create it. That's a given. And it is about time that this civilization wakes up to that understanding without the ego mind, with full heart-mindedness. Because we're one. Whether your ego mind wants to try to convince you otherwise, we are one. We always have been and always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. The only reason that we're given the illusion in these bodies that we're separate is so that we can experience. That's it. So you got a bunch of gods, billions, experiencing the bodies, the physical form. And the diversity is magnificent. Stop for one moment in this now and realize that none of us, none of these bodies are exactly the same. They're not. They're all different. Even identical twins are different. You've heard the statement that we're all like snowflakes. Everyone is different. That's true. The snowflakes come from the sky to remind us of this, to show us this. And it's all heart-mindedness. So we're all experiencing for each other, truly. And when we deeply love ourselves and the gods that we are, we will then deeply love everything around us. And the ego mind is there. Of course it is. It challenges us on a daily basis. It isn't a negative. It isn't our enemy. It's pushing us. Even though it doesn't know it, it's pushing us deeper inside of ourselves, deeper into the gods that we are. And it's so in our faces all the time. If one believes that this earth, this planet, is so overrun, so infiltrated, so vile and evil, that's the life they will create for themselves. Period. That's how powerful each of us are. It isn't even contestable. It is fact, proven over and over and over again, without rebuttal. And as a matter of fact, it goes into the spiritual. You will start experiencing more things on this planet that will move into the spiritual and not the physical. Why? Because the civilization is moving towards a self-discovery of the God that they are. Why do you think so many species, so many civilizations, don't care to have us discover that? Right? It's been going on for a very long time to distract us, to give us a feeling through the ego mind that we're helpless, that we need something to tell us what to do, that we need something to save us. And all those things are illusions through the ego mind. Remember, the mind is an illusion that created the ego to assist it, which is also an illusion. So we know that, right? But we look at the outside world, we're here to enjoy our lives. We really are. If we want our lives to be constantly challenging, upheaving, destructive, depressing, pressuring, worrying, stressing, fearing, guess what? They will be. Without fail. It's real easy for any of us, none of us are exempt at certain times in this life, where we are drawn toward what? The ego mind. You know, I hear people, especially during this transition of planet Earth, people saying that it's not worth it. All this going on. I'd rather just leave the body. Okay? Dangerous thinking. Very dangerous. Out of exasperation, maybe? Frustration. Mainly because they don't know who and what they are. Ego mind dismisses that. Oh, don't think about that. That's just a bunch of hogwash. You dive into your heart center. You sit in silence. You desire self-realization with all your heart, with all your mind, and all your soul. Cry out for God, and you will be with the right people. Everything will take care of itself, Robert Adams. The cry is actually crying inside for the God that you are. I'm constantly, it's interesting because it's a constant review of past that goes on with me, constantly. It's not dwelling on it. It's kind of scanning my entire past, all the way from my birth forward. Different events, different situations, different challenges. All of it is clear as now. Do I scan the future? No, I really don't. The God that I am and the connection that I have decided to have directs me to review all of my past experiences. And it's amazing because the detail and the finiteness is amazing. As if those experiences are all happening in the now. When any kind of worry or stress or fear or any of that none of us are exempt from time to time seeps in, I immediately automatically know that these are ego mind based and I have no intention of engaging with them. And then I say to the ego mind lovingly, I love you, but ego mind, you are not in charge here. And it goes away. And every time it comes back, I do the same thing. Even if it's 1,000 times a day, doesn't matter. I practice dropping into my heart every moment that I'm in this body. I practice being in the now. Every time I wave out of the now because of ego mind, I immediately bring myself back into the now. Now, some people would think that that's really busy, right? But it isn't. I know it's a natural state of being. It's a natural state of my being. It's a natural state of everybody's being. So you get back in the habit of connecting with the God that you are in that body, and many things open up. It's amazing. It's very stimulating and exciting. Know that the self is the rider, the body, the chariot, the intellect, the charioteer, and the mind is the reins. The senses say the wise are the horses, and the roads they travel are the mazes of desire. The enlightened call the self, the enjoyer, when it is united with the body, mind, and senses. Bhagavad Gita. Once we discover that we cannot make any real mistakes along this journey because we have an infinite number of lifetimes to get it right. Don't try too hard. Don't press yourself too hard. Don't force yourself. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself. Because we are all here to learn how to play. When was the last time you played? Really? How to enjoy your life, relax in your body, and then create anything and everything your heart dreams of. You know how many people, when they dream, right? They say, this is a dream of mine. And so many of them just say, oh, they say it'll never happen. So they have the dream, but then they negate the dream. And the dream never seems to come. And they're the only ones that are doing it. The dream that they had, why it doesn't come. We have the power, all of us, inside these bodies, to dream. And then to have that dream instantaneously becoming a reality. And we are not robots. We are not drones. We are not clones. We are not automatrons. Right? We are the body, the human body. Magnificent creation. Absolutely magnificent. There are not words to describe its magnificence. One magnificent thing that the majority of people have no idea about is that our microcirculation system in these bodies, just one body, mind you, is long enough to circle this planet 2.5 times. Look it up. See for yourself. Research it. And you'll know and you'll find the truth that is the truth. That our microcirculation system, which means that the microcirculation is thinner than a human hair. And if you were to lay it out, it would circle this planet 2.5 times. It begins to open up doors for us to understand how absolutely magnificent these vessels are that we're in. We've just never been able to discover this, and we've always been deterred from outside distraction from it. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. And the nice thing about it is that we discover it. We're not judging it. It's, oh, here's another thing that I wasn't aware of about my body. And you can feel it right in this very moment, right in this now, through the heart mind. You know it. It isn't an argument. It isn't a challenge. It is a knowing. And this brings us deeper, deeper, and deeper internally to the center, our God, that we are. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out of the mouth. Certain negative events will always happen to us, and to cause us to take a glimpse at a bigger reality. If we can look at them with eyes wide open, we will always notice one thing. We actually created these challenging and frightening events to give us an experience of coming home. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. We will return here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with our two special guests on our Reverse Aging Health Call, and 3 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, December 31st, 2022, New Year's Eve, the last day of this year. And be really good to yourselves, and be gentle, kind, and generous, and humble with yourselves. Love the God that you are.